Ladies and gentlemen, I'm BurningDogFace, and I'm quite excited to welcome you to Let's Play Castlevania, Lords of Shadow. Okay, noted. This game came out in October 2010, though the PC version, called the Ultimate Edition, only came out last August, which is why all the copyright dates have 2013 on them. And it's... dig that dramatic music. And it's part of one of the most legendary series of gaming that's been running pretty strong ever since the first Castlevania came out on the NES all the way back in September 1986. Lords of Shadow tries to do things a little bit differently, from what I've seen. For starters, and I admit this part's just my impression based on what I've seen of the trailers, but the gameplay seems to have more in common with the God of War series than with any of the previous Castlevania titles. And I understand the story's a bit of a reboot, but I don't really have any details other than people saying it's a reboot. I do, however, know that it continues the series' traditional focus on a specific family of monster-slaying vampire hunters, and that the main character is one Gabriel Belmont, who's out on a quest to obtain a magical artifact and bring his murdered wife back from the dead. That's basically everything I know about the storyline, but I do know that, like the last game I did an LP of, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Lords of Shadow features some celebrity voice acting. Gabriel was voiced by actor Robert Carlyle, who I know best as, I always think of him as, Dr. Nicholas Rush from the tragically short-lived Stargate Universe series, but he's much better known these days as Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time. And hey, he played the villain in a James Bond movie, The World Is Not Enough, so that's pretty rad. The other name I wanted to mention is a man who I feel really needs no such introduction. It's Sir Patrick Stewart. So I'm really looking forward to meeting him, and I'm hoping that he has a bit more substantial a role in this game than he did in Elder Scrolls Oblivion, where, spoilers, his character gets killed off at the end of the tutorial level. This game was a Christmas present to me, a gift from a friend who means an awful lot to me. You know who you are, and thank you very much. This is going to be awesome, I'm sure of it. All that blather out of the way, let's play Castlevania, Lords of Shadow. Go with the default difficulty, Warrior.
A storm is coming. Mankind faces ruin and despair. The world is changing, yet hope remains in the hearts of the people. We go about our daily lives never knowing the forces that can change our destinies forever. We are oblivious, ignorant like sheep to the slaughter. This night, in the year of our Lord 1047, marks the beginning of our journey together. A journey into darkness, into madness. I watch him from the shadows. Is he the one? He has come far already, but he will be tested, tested to the very limits of human endurance and beyond. This night he rides looking for the old gods, armed with an amulet that has led him here. Tonight he will begin his journey into oblivion.
can't put into words how awesome I think it is that Patrick Stewart is a narrator. I do note that from the way it's written, it certainly sounds like he's going to be a character and not just, the guy who narrates the loading screens. But we'll have to wait and see. Full disclosure, I did in order to do a frame rate test, I started a new game and ran around in the very, very first area. But I really didn't see anything. I was playing for less than 5 minutes once I figured out that the frame rate was stable while I was recording. So, yeah, for the 99.99% of this game, it's going to be totally blind for me. Let's get it on.
The struggle for supremacy is eternal, inevitable. Victory is the natural objective of every creature on this world.
I don't know if I'd say that.
They will kill and die for their kind to dominate. Some call this eternal struggle equilibrium, the balance between light and darkness. These are dark times, times without hope. Men of faith claim that this is a test from God to strengthen our spirit. Perhaps this is true, or perhaps it is simply a pious lie. If it is true, darkness has come to engulf once proud humanity, and we are witnessing the end of mankind.
Over my dead body. Well, at least it's not zombies. Yet. Direct attacks and area attacks, not weak and strong. Good to know. That's a direct attack. These are area attacks. Jesus. Oops, sorry guy. Awesome. Righto. Oh. Oh, I see. Daggers are one-hit kills. Nope. Good to know. Oop! The right trigger does not count as any button. That's why I almost missed it. Okay. No control over the camera. Well, of course, it's like God of War. Oh. This is your travel book. Use it to buy new combat moves and abilities. Check your inventory and discover useful information about the Castlevania world and its inhabitants. Oh goodness. Direct attack. A basic direct chain attack. Only hit enemies directly in front of you. Area attack will hit all nearby enemies surrounding you. Use a currently selected secondary weapon when pressing the B button. Switch between the available secondary weapons with the D-pad. Jumping! I wouldn't have ever figured this one out. Press RT to grab enemies or interact with a glowing object. Small enemies can be thrown against other foes, moving the left stick in the desired direction while performing the grab action. Experience points measure the progression of your skills in the game. We all know how experience points work. Oh. You can spend experience points in the Extras menu to unlock bonus features. That's new. Okay, good against wolves. They must be made of silver. Mash X, everything is great. Wow. XA, YA, Guillotine. Pressing hold X while airborne uses direct attack as a finisher in any aerial attack sequence. Your chain will smash down on any enemies in front of you as you land. Good for dispersing ground-based enemies. Well, sure, let's do that. When I did that during the frame rate test, I unlocked an achievement, which is what told me that that was the time I should finish things up. Ooh, guillotine upgrade for a zillion points. Oh, I see. Oh, animation, yeah, it's pretty impressive by itself, but when he does this... Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a, combat-focused game, alright. The chainsaw attack. Life Gem Medallion, usually worn by warriors of the Brotherhood of Light. Magical gems can be inserted in the empty slots and imbue the wearer with increased stamina. All 5 slots are filled with green gems. Okay, yeah, we know how this works. Get more life. Da, 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 da. The bones of saints are hidden in their grips. Fuck. Wait, what? Combat Cross body. While most of the Brotherhood utilizes more conventional armaments, Gabriel has been gifted the Combat Cross, a heavy iron crucifix which hides a retractable chain inside. The cross body is one of the first relics the Brotherhood acquired centuries ago. Its full origin is unclear, but it's rumored to have been forged from the nails used to crucify martyrs. Iron chain. The original cross relic did not have a chain, and thus it was not very effective as a weapon, or at least not against more earthly menaces. One of its first wielders, a Brotherhood artisan by the name of Rinaldo Gandolfi, was responsible for the creation of the now iconic chain. The iron chain was his first edition, and during the forging process, every single link of the chain is quenched in holy water and then blessed to give the weapon more power against the undead. Yeah, that would do it. Look at characters next time, because... Oh. Alright, fine. Lesser lycanthrope. Thrope? Whatever. These creatures are humans that have been poisoned with an infectious disease known as the werewolf influenza, which is transmitted in most cases by the bite of another lycanthrope. There's an old saying that goes like this: if you are bitten by a lichen, better to let it gnaw. And like most proverbs, it is probably true. Once infected with the disease, the transformation process can be completed in only a few minutes, after which the victim's mind will have been replaced with the savage instincts of a ruthless predator. Gabriel! As an infant, he was found abandoned at the door of one of the Brotherhood of Light convents. It is not known who his original parents were. Some suspect that he's an unwanted bastard of a local wealthy landowner, most likely from the Krunkvist family. Though this has never been proved. Is that a V or a U? Whatever. The Order named the boy after the blessed Archangel Gabriel and raised him as one of its own. A precocious child, he quickly proved to be extremely talented, developing an unprecedented mastery of the fighting arts. Gabriel took the surname of Belmont from his love of the mountains and the high places of the world. Prone to dark moods and occasional ambivalence, Gabriel was deeply affected by the death of his childhood sweetheart Marie. He was embarked on this quest at the request of the elders of the Brotherhood and has a burning desire for revenge. Yeah, this cutscene right here, this is as far as I made it. But I'm going to go ahead and assume that whatever's on the other side of that door is something really bad. Called it. Oh dear. Ah! Mash that boot! No. What the fuck is that? Great Warg. Size big, difficulty medium. Wargs are the principal strength of large lycanthrope raiding parties. Some of them are blessed by the Dark Lord himself, which gives them new powers, such as improved strength and wound regeneration. Due to the nature of this blessing, the powers are heightened by the full moon. Oop! Block. Good to know. Ow. You are not going to eat this village! Okay, what's the right stick for then? What? Yes, okay, yeah, they told me that. Look at that. Threw a dagger. I was trying to cancel out of that. Shit, I'm getting kind of a pounding. Right, the moon. Fuck. Oh! Well, fuck you too. You be dead. What's up?
Who are you?
I am Gabriel. I have traveled here seeking the Guardian of the Lake.
You are from the Order? They sent you?
How do I find him?
That wasn't a yes.
He will find you. In the forest.
Not even a you're welcome, or whatever. Heroes can be moody in Japanese games. Oh no. Rest in peace, buddy. I'm on my own from here out. You don't suppose I could use that health font before I go? This is the world map. You can revisit previous levels by using the left stick and selecting the stage, pressing the A button. So I can. I think I did that. But let's just continue for now.
I follow him into the old forest, watching him from afar. He is strong indeed. The one God comes to drive out the many, but here, in this place, God's influence is thin and threadbare. The old gods still hold sway here. Few venture this far into the wood. He is disturbed by dreams, dreams that gnaw at his very soul. He will rest for the night, but rest will not come easy. The battle has left him weakened, but he knows the dream will return, and though he fears nothing on this earth, yet his nightmares sap the strength within him and leave a cold grip on his heart. Tomorrow he will use the old hunting path. Long has it been in disuse, but for now he dreams.
So is this level going to be a dream, or... Well, fuck it, let's just find out.
What motivates a man to confront the challenges that most of us would run from? Condemning him to solitude, exposing him to defeat and death. The answer is love, a force so powerful that all reason becomes blind to it, blind to all things, even the truth. Loss of love can make a man desperate, desperate enough to do anything to bury the truth, to hide from its pain.
There's no monster. These are monsters, though. These I can deal with. Okay.
I hear you seek the guardian of the lake. I will take you to him, but we must be quick. Climb onto my back. Hurry!
You better not be a Kelpie. Is that what it was? Kelpie? I don't know. The horse monster is what like to drown people. Oh dear. Alright, horse, press X to attack the wargs. Press Y to attack the lycanthrope riders. Both attacks can be aimed left or right with the left stick. Press and hold left trigger and push the left stick to either side in order to dodge incoming attacks from lycans. Well, before we get into that, I'm going to call it here. This has been the first episode of Let's Play Castlevania, Lords of Shadow. It wasn't especially action-packed, but I'm hoping that the reading peters out as we get further into the game. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you next time when you take on this horse ride. Later.